Hello, this is Casey from Casey Grandpa Tech, where your geeky grandpa talks from experience about tech, fun stuff, movies, and more. Hey, today I'm going to talk to you about using your cell phone to create movies. You know, for years we've been using video cameras, but people have actually been able to take and use their cell phones to create professional movies. In fact, we've actually seen that commercial with Apple, and they're actually creating home movies. But how are they doing that, and what kind of equipment will you need? So I'm going to go over that in detail today. I'm going to talk to you about some resources, some various equipment that you could use, give you some ideas to get started. So let's get started right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let's get started. Now, before we even get started, one of the most problematic things that happen is everybody wants, I'm going to go use my cell phone, I'm going to create some movies, I'm going to do some videos, I'm going to do some things, and, but really they don't have the basics down. Now, there are two books that I highly recommend. One of them has to be How to Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck by Steve Stockman. He took years of experience, film school. He is an actual person who does filming and put it in a book. He also has videos on information like that. And another book that I read and it's pretty good is Video Smarts. Give you some ideas with your cell phone. Some of the stuff that I'm going to go over in this. And these are two persons that you could use that give you some resources. And like, let's say one of the things that he talks about is composure of your background, your lighting, how to set things up. I mean, like common stuff like, have you ever done a video and you're on the beach and you take a video of the person, and then when you get back you look and the faces on the people are dark and the background is beautiful? Well, he goes on, how to set up that scene, where to position the people, things to look out for, and things like that. So that's the kind of stuff that's on these books. I highly recommend them, that you read them if you're really serious about getting into movie making with your cell phone. So let's get into the equipment right now. So I'm going to be going over the equipment that you could be using for your video. Again, the name of the video is How to Use Your Cell Phone to Make Home Movies or Home Video, right? So, of course, the first thing you're going to need is some type of cell phone. This is the Samsung S20, 3 lenses. So it gives you an opportunity in video to, get an idea of what you're doing. The Apple is also a great phone, various models, and you have to decide what's going to work for you. I personally have a Samsung. That's what I go with. That's what I flow with. But, whatever floats your boat. Now, for years the cell phones had on the bottom a port, 3/8 port to connect a microphone, your earphones or whatever it was. And somewhere along the way, Apple and Samsung and Androids decided we're not going to do that anymore. Which creates a problem for connecting things. The second thing, of course, is if you're going to shoot a video, you want stability. I mean, most people, they got their cell phone, they're looking at this, and they're doing like that. But they need to have something that's going to hold their video. So a lot of people, of course, and I'm going to be doing some simple things, and I know some of this stuff is obvious to you, but I will get into depth. Okay, and the other thing, of course, they use something like a selfie stick. And, that works for most times, but then there's a problem where they don't have enough lighting. Now, they do sell for lighting something like this. This happens to be one brand, and it goes over your lens like so. I may not know how to put it exactly in the right place, but I think you get the idea. And so you'll have your light, and you have a small amount of light for close-ups and things of that nature. They make all kinds of models and all kinds of varieties. That's one particular idea you can use. They also make these cell phone holders with a cold shoe. Now, that cold shoe can be used to hook up an additional light, like so. A larger microphone and such. Or you can do something like this. This one happens to be by Zeadio. Okay, same idea. A little bit more different ways of holding it and connecting. It has a cold shoe built in. I have it on a handle, and then this particular is a mini tripod if I want to put it down while I'm recording, or I can connect anything onto it. Now, one of the problems, as I said to you before, that happens with creating a video, and if you want to have sound, okay, you can use an extending microphone like this. The problem is, like I said, they took away your ability to take this microphone and connect it to this. So what do you need? Well, first thing, you're going to need a USB connector to a microphone in, or microphone and earphones in, and possibly they have a third one. They have one that has a charging port in there, so you can continuously be charging your cell phone. But this connector here is known as Trrs, and it's specific to cell phones and certain tablets and things of that nature. The problem that you lie with, okay, is that this connector here is Trrs, and it's not the same. What's the difference, you might ask? Now, this is here a Trrs to Trrs connector adapter. And as you can see, if we look right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 connectors, where if we take the same connector and put it against this one, and you can see it is 1, 2, 3. So you'll need to connect a Trrs adapter to a Trrs. I know this is sounding kind of crazy, but the technical stuff will drive you crazy. I don't know if you've ever tried to hook up a microphone to your cell phone and don't want to work. That's the reason you have to have the right adapter. Now, the other thing you have to remember is that not all microphones will work with cell phones. The problem with a lot of microphones, they are powered by the device you plug them into. Now, that leaves a problem because many microphones are not self-powered. And your cell phone usually will not produce enough power to power a one. Now, let me give you an example. You may have known this brand, Rolino, and they make an excellent microphone. Okay, great for your DRS camera, your video camera. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Problem is that this microphone is not powered. So when you plug this wonderful microphone into your cell phone, it won't work. So what does that leave you with? You have to have microphones that are powered. In this particular case, this microphone here, this is a takstar SGC 596. Again, I don't promote any particular brand. An excellent boom mic. It's powered by a AA battery and has amplification on it. But the main thing is it's powered, so you're going to need to use one of these to use with your cell phone. Now, of course, when you're creating when you're doing a video, sometimes you have two or more people and they're talking, and you want to be able to create this going back and forth with your video. Well, how do you do that? Because the microphone is a boom mic, and you want to get the best sound. So the next solution that you can have, and this happens to be one way, and I did reviews on all these products, so you can go back and look at all the videos and see how each one tested out. This is a wireless professional microphone headset, and this particular one, this happens to come with 2 of these, which is great. And so you charge them up, you plug the receiver into your cell phone, and then you give each one microphone. This comes with a lapel mic, and it comes with a headset mic, and you can choose whatever you like. But those are some of the things that you can do. So, if you're filming one of those movies like you saw on TV with the Apple, and you have a lapel mic so that you can record, you'll get the best sound. Now, these are just a couple of ideas. One of the things that, of course, like I said, is when you're doing all of your videoing, is to learn how to set up the scene. So the last tip I have for you is, before you start videotaping the scene, take a picture. Set up the scene, set up the lighting, do everything that you need to do. And then, when you're ready, take a picture. And look at the picture and look at the lighting. Is everything the way it should be? Is the composure of the entire scene the way you want it to be? I mean, there's nothing worse than, you've set up the video, you're going to make a movie, you're going to do all this stuff, and sitting in the background is some sign. I'll tell you a funny story. When my wife and I were first dating, we went to a wedding, and the photographer took a picture of us outside. And as he's taking a picture of us, a Castro convertible truck runs behind us, and it said, gave us whatever the saying was. So it gave a funny saying. Another one was when my son got married, there was one of these LED lights that gives messages and such like this. And they were taking the pictures, and the photographer is videotaping and all of this and taking pictures. And what happened is, right behind on the background, it said, run away now. Which you really don't want to have in your videos if you're doing a movie. You want to have the background to be correct. So that is one of the final suggestions I have for you. Those two books are excellent for giving you suggestions. Again, like I said, you're going to need adapters to connect microphones if you're going to use them. And if you're going to use these, like I said, the two brands that I happen to love for video equipment is Zeadio and Zeadio. Those are two, and I don't make any money on those, promoting those products. It just happens to be the ones that I happen to find work the best for me, and I hope that that's helpful for you. So I forgot one more thing, and that's we want to talk about stabilizer and gimbals. And that quickly, of course, I'm going to show you one product by Zeadio. It's a handheld stabilizer. You've seen one like this used on, I think it's the Apple TV commercial, not particularly any brand. You've got an area here for your cell phone to clamp it down. On the back here, it has an additional area if you wanted to mount something. Has two cold shoes on top, and it has another screw on top, but you'll be able to mount anything else. But this is like one idea, and like that's like you've seen in the Apple movie where the person is holding it. You could also get a handheld stabilizer that you could use, and there's all types, like I said. Another type of stabilizer is something like this, where you could put your camera over here, your cell phone with a bracket, lights, and because this one happens to have a stand, you could lay it down, and you could put it on low area by holding it by your hand. And those are just two additional ideas of stabilizers, and there's gimbals out there, which you can see a full review on a lot of these products on my channel. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm trying to give you some quick ideas and resource materials to get started on how to make movies with your cell phone. There's a lot of information on this, about this, but I would suggest doing your research a little bit, do a little reading, do an understanding on how to actually do this, and also practice. One of the things I recommend people is try to do like 100 bad movies. And the reason I say that to you is as each time you get better at it, you'll learn how to put lighting and setting up the scene and things like that. Another thing that you will need to get for yourself will be some type of editing software. But that's another video. So again, this is Casey from Casey Grandpa Tech Out. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Put any comments and anything you might want to see and what you thought of the video. Until next time, have a great day.